Do you find yourself getting punished every time you try to get off a ledge? Successfully recovering to the ledge is a small victory itself, but now you're faced with a new struggle. I'm G5 Cosmos for Game 5 Smash, and getting off the ledge can be a lot easier when you understand your options and when to use them. So let's start with the options themselves. As soon as you grab ledge, you're stuck in a small window of lag where you can't do anything, and then you can neutral get up by pressing forward, jump by pressing any jump button or up on the left stick, roll by pressing shield, get up attack by pressing an attack button, and releasing ledge by pressing back or down if you want to fast fall. Let's learn a bit more about each option. In general, jumping from ledge is the hardest to punish on reaction, as you can act pretty quickly and you're instantly moving. Neutral get up is also difficult to punish as it only has a tiny window of vulnerability, but it doesn't offer you any mobility. If you're unsure of which ledge option is best for the situation, choosing either jump or neutral get up is your best bet. Rolling from ledge gets you closer to the center of the stage, and potentially around your opponent as well, but it's very reactable and thus easy to punish, so this option is better saved as a mix-up for when you think your opponent isn't expecting or covering it. Get up attack lets you threaten your opponent with a hitbox, but it's very laggy and reactable, so you should use this option the least. Despite how bad it is, the existence of ledge attack prevents your opponent from comfortably standing close to ledge without shielding, so it's still very important to the ledge meta as a mere possibility. Since this option gives you a partially intangible hitbox, it's perfect for punishing players committing to something really aggressive. Last but not least, releasing ledge gives you many more possibilities, often character specific. The most common use for this is to release ledge and double jump back on stage with an aerial. This is a great way to deal with opponents standing close to ledge, but you'll want to be careful because getting hit here will send you off stage with no jump. So which option should you choose? Well, before we go any further, I want to emphasize that being on ledge is disadvantage, and no matter what you choose, it is a guessing game where your opponent can read and punish any choice you make, but you still have plenty of ways to outplay your opponent here. Paying attention to how your opponent likes to ledge trap is very important. You might have to guess at first, but then you can see what options your opponent covers. For example, your opponent is standing in shield by ledge, which is a common tactic used to reactively grab players who neutral get up. So you decide to roll, as this seems like the option your opponent isn't covering. So from this point it gets interesting and really varies based on the level of skill you and your opponent are playing at. Whether the roll succeeds or fails, skilled players will be aware of this result, so at higher levels they may then look for the roll the next time if it succeeds, and expect a mix-up if it fails. I could go on and on about the Yomi layers here, but instead let's take a simple flowchart for understanding your opponent's thought process. If your ledge option succeeds, continue using it until it fails. Then, after it fails, choose a different ledge option and see if your opponent attempts to punish the original option or reads you going for a mix-up. Doing this will give you an idea of what layer your opponent is thinking in, or how many steps they are ahead of you. Once again, this is just a means of gauging your opponent's awareness, but I'd otherwise never recommend choosing the same option multiple times in a row. Of course, all of these complicated mind games are applying to higher levels of play, but first and foremost you should be playing around your opponent's coverage as mentioned before. Mix-ups and baits aside, if the opponent is standing at ledge and shielding, they're looking to cover neutral get-up, jump, and get-up attack with an out-of-shield grab or aerial. If the opponent is standing further back, they're looking to cover rolls or ledge-release double-jump aerials, and if the opponent is jumping and spacing aerials near ledge, they might be looking for jump or neutral get-up, so you can roll here or time another option in between the opponent's jumps. Timing is actually extremely important, and tends to be one of the most overlooked factors in getting off ledge. Choosing your ledge option immediately will make you more predictable, yet harder for your opponent to prepare for, and delaying your option will make you vulnerable to trumps and hitboxes that catch you after intangibility runs out, but lets you react to holes in your opponent's ledge trap strategy and run their patience low. Characters that ledge trap with preemptive hitboxes can give you good opportunities to react and time your option in between, and you can also wait against opponents who shield, and time an option on reaction to them letting go of their shield. So to summarize, mix up your ledge options and their timing, and make your choices based on what you think your opponent is attempting to cover. If you'd like to learn even more, you can contact me for private coaching. I've trained dozens of students at almost every level of skill, and I'd love to help you next. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Game 5 Smash and click the bell to never miss out on more tech and tips. It isn't easy for me to keep putting out content like this, and I don't have a Patreon or anything like that at the moment, so I'd really appreciate your sub and any small support you can provide. Thanks, guys.